We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. A little juke. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down throw for Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gone!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Jackson able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Power, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Green, 39.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Following the interception, Mayfield looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We got 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks. And that
they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They give it to Peterson. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he would be brought down at about the 43 that time. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Patriot!
Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. To the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Last stop.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Gordon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit, 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Gone! Gone!
On third down, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On first and 10, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here's Mayfield. Caught on the right side by Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing. Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick here is good. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. There goes Duke Johnson. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 98 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Steps away to his left. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Flacco looking for his first toss. He uncorks it for Snead. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Now he'll escape to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A break from the ground game here. Flacco stepping up. He'll try and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And some room to work. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Montgomery back to the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find John Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
Play action. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You got him! You got him! You got him! Watch tight end! Watch tight end! Tight end's right! Tight end's right! Hot! Check!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Flacco from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jackson. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you've just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one 28 yards on the ground. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve.